Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This will be a 9-part video tutorial series for GAK house. Let's get started. So to start, let's open a new architecture template. So go to new and then go to drop down and then click on architecture template and press OK. And then let's start off by going to architecture and adding in grid line. So in short, this will be GR. And once you do, we're gonna start by adding a vertical grid line. So I'm gonna click here and then going down. You can press escape. And then as you can see, our grid bubble is below. We could put it up by clicking on the grid line and just checking this box. And we could just remove this. And then we still are selecting the grid line. So what we could do is we could copy this by typing CO or clicking on this icon above. This is, by the way, under modify. And then make sure that multiple is checked as well. So after this, select the grid line again and move it on the right side. We're going to type in 3400. And then again, we're going to type in 4500. After that, you can press escape and then escape again. Again, let's type in GR for grid line, or you could go to architecture again or to click this icon. And then after that, let's add in our horizontal grid line. So we could click on here like that, and let's add in this grid line, but I don't want this grid line to be here, so I just need to check this box and uncheck this one. You can press escape and then escape again to finish the command. It's because we're gonna double click on this grid line and we could change this to a letter. So I'm gonna hold shift and press A and then enter. I'm gonna zoom out and then it's still selected, so I could type in CO to copy or this icon, and then I'm gonna click the grid line again and pull it down. So this one will be around 4700, and then grid line C will be around 5500. Or better yet, instead of 55, it should be 5200. So once you're done, press escape and then escape again. Now we should just clean up. I'm gonna zoom out and then I'm gonna click this grid line, and as you can see, there's a dashed line right here. You can pull it up all the way there and it will pull up everything. This one, we're gonna pull it up as well because we're gonna add in our dimension. This one, I'll put it on the left side like so, and this one, this is good enough, so just a little bit on the right side. Press escape and then escape again. Now let's click on our dimension. And then before we add our dimension, click on edit type and then duplicate. I want imperial and then metric. Press OK and then go down and look for alternative. So here, click on this one and you want to select it below. So alternative unit format should be, or alternative unit should be below. And then the format, click on this one. And let's change this to feet and fractional inches. And then press OK. And then now, so basically, two changes, alternate units and alternate units format. It should be below and then fractional. And then once you're ready, press OK. And then now we're ready to add in our dimension. So first, we're going to hover in the middle of this. Click on this grid line to this grid line and this grid line. And then after that, let's go and add in the overall. Again here, go to A, B, and C and put it in the middle. And then go to A up to C for the overall. Press escape and then escape again to finish the command. Now we finish adding our grid line. Next thing is our level. So what you have to do, as you can see, level is grayed out. You will need to go to south elevation or any elevation in order for it to be clickable. And then again, we have this. So I'm just gonna click on this and move it a little bit on the left side. And for this grid, I want it to pull up so that we have space to add in our levels. And then here, from level 1 to level 2, it's default 4000 millimeters. Now I'm going to change that by clicking on the numbers and changing it to 3200. And then again, what we could do is we could press escape and click level again, or LL, or you could just click on this and create a copy, which is CO or this icon. You can pull it up and then type in the amount that you want. So for me, I'm gonna put in 3200 again, like that, and then press escape and then escape. So now we have three levels, level 1, 2, and 3. All are 32 in height. And then you can even add in your dimension here if you want, but for now, we could leave it like that. And then again, for level, you can add in a lever icon here, or you could, if you want, you could just have it on the right side. So now that we're done with this, we could go back to level 1. And now we could start in adding our wall. So what you have to do again is go back to architecture. And then here, we're gonna click on wall. And then here, we're gonna edit this type. And then we're gonna duplicate. This will be our exterior wall number 1. click on edit, and let's change the materials. So I want it white, so I'm gonna type in white. So I'm gonna choose this clad white and then press OK. And we're gonna leave the thickness to 200. OK again, and then OK. Make sure to change this to from unconnected to level 2. As a default, unconnected is up to 8,000. So now you're telling Revit that you want it up to level 2 or 3200. So now what we're gonna do is, to do it fast, we could click on rectangle, and I want to point out that our location line is wall center line. So you could do it line, but it's a simple house design. So we could just click on rectangle and click on this intersection up to this intersection. We could zoom in like that, and as you can see, it's very simple. We added it just like that. So next thing is we're gonna add in the same wall but use line, and we're gonna close this off. So from B1 up to B2 and going down to C2. And then after that, 1000 from the grid line 3, we're gonna add in this up to 2000 and close it off again. So just to repeat, this is 1000 from this wall, and this is 2000 from this wall. And then after that, we could now type in TR to trim and extend this. So now this will be gone. Again, this will be trim and extend. So now this wall will be gone. And we're left with this. And then also, we could trim and extend this, and this will be gone. So that's TR, or go to modify. This is the icon, trim and extend. Press escape and then escape. So we're gonna stop the video for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 2 of this house. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in the grid lines, so the vertical and horizontal. We also added the levels and also added exterior wall. So in today's video, we're gonna continue working on this. So for my plan is, I will have the kitchen right here. Dining area will be here. So the kitchen will have an island. So it will be L-shaped with an island and dining area right here. And then here we'll have the family room or the living room. And we will have a powder room here. And let's add in a door right here. So this will be our main. Stairs will be right here. And let's add in a door here for the carport. So to start, let's click on architecture and click on the wall. And then here we're gonna click edit type, and let's duplicate this. This will be interior wall number 1. Press OK, edit type, and the thickness should be 150, and let's leave it at clad white. Press OK, and then OK. And now, using line, we're gonna add in 1400 by 2200. So this will be our powder room. And then we could add in a door right here. So click on door, and let's add in this door, and let's add the door right here on this spot. So press spacebar to change orientation. So we have it like that. And then let's add in a door right here as well for the main entrance. And then let's add this door as well for the carport area. So let's press escape. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert the toilets. So load family. And then let's go to plumbing, architectural, fixtures. And then here, let's add this toilet. After you insert this, go to architecture and click component. And then here you could add it like that. After this, click load family again and go back to fixtures. And then here, let's add in sink. Or a vanity. Maybe let's add this one. After that, add it like that. And we're good. We could just nudge it on the left side a little bit. And the next thing is let's do our kitchen. So like I said, this will be an L kitchen, and we will have an island. And here we're gonna add in our dining. So first, let's go back to insert and load family. Click on here and go back to the starting. And here, let's go and look for casework. And then here, we could use countertop. And let's look for the L shape. So let's use this, the one with the sink, and press open. And then after that, go back to architecture again and click component. And then here, we'll be able to add this, but we could flip this around. So flip, and then press escape. And then now this is flip on the other side. So here, I'm just adding it on the corner. I'm just moving it there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click this one, and we could extend this. Here we could extend it, but let's add in the island first before doing this. So let's go back to insert again, load family, and let's look for this. So top island, and click open. And then here, this will represent our island. So go back to architecture and click component. This is too big, but we could change this one. So as you can see, press escape, and then we could move this like that. This is still too big for the area that we're gonna use it for. So around this, so this is, we're gonna keep on changing this, but I'm gonna give you the dimension. So around 839, and then this one is around 2000, so 2019. But depending on how we create or add more stuff, it might change. So at least you have that. Next, let's insert our dining room or dining area. So we're just gonna insert some tables or furniture. So click insert, load family, go back again, and then here go to furniture, and let's add in some tables, and then after that let's add in the chairs. I like the glass one, so let's use this. Press open, go back to architecture and click component again. Press spacebar and let's add it like that. Press escape and then escape. Go back to insert. We're gonna load in some chairs. So go back to furniture and then let's add in the seating. So let's add in this and then let's look for others. So this one, chair stacking. Okay. So now let's add this sofa. Let's add this stacking. Let's add this chair. And let's add this one. Click open. And then everything will be sent to architecture and then component. So now let's add this one first. This will be the living room. I would like to add one right here, or this big one will be right here, and then the small one will be on the other side. You just need to keep on looking for that. So this one will be right here. We could add, let's add two. And then before we add our coffee table, let's finish adding the chair. So this one, this stacking chair will be the one that represent our chairs right here. So I'm gonna press escape and then I'm just gonna click on copy and then multiple so that it will be all in the same line. And then I'm gonna select everything and nudge it a little bit on the left side. Next, click on component again and this the chair. And then here, let's add one here first, and then on the other side, click that and then escape. Click this back again and click on copy, and then we're gonna add it like that. You can move it around to space it out by using the arrow key on your keyboard, and then select everything and click on mirror draw axis. We're gonna use this as our base, and then we have it all on the other side. Again, press escape and click on this, and then use the draw axis mirror, and let's look for the midpoint of this table, and there you go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna select everything, and we're gonna nudge it below by using arrow key again, and we're just moving it a little bit on this side. Okay, now I want to represent the fridge, so I want a sliding door here as well, and then let's add in the fridge right here. But before that, I'm just gonna move it like that. I want to give it some space right here and add in the fridge. But for that, I'm gonna use annotate and detailed line, and I'm gonna use this rectangle. I don't I'm just gonna leave it as thin lines. Let's zoom in and add this profile like that, and then click on this, and we have our fridge. Press escape and then escape again. So for now, let's stop here and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 3 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in some furnitures, and in this one, we're gonna continue working on this. So let's go back to architecture, and actually we're gonna add in a coffee table here and some side table and some lamp. So let's go to insert and load family, and then here let's go back and look for furniture, and then tables again, and then coffee table. So let's add this coffee table. Go back to architecture and click component, and then let's add this coffee table, or the other one, the one in the middle. Let's change the orientation. Press escape and then escape, and then go back to insert, and let's add in a side table or a nightstand. Click open, and then go to architecture again, and then click component, and let's add it on this side. Load family again, and then here let's go back to the start, and let's add in a lighting. So click on this, architecture, and then internal, and then let's look for this table lamp. Press open, and then here we're gonna able to add it here, but change the orientation to around 650, and click on the middle. Press escape and then escape. So next thing we're gonna do is let's add in our stairs. So to do that, go to architecture and click stairs, and then here we could change a couple of stuff, or we could double check that our base will be on level 1 and it's going to the top level, level 2. So we're gonna leave it at desired number of stairs to be 18. Um, I believe that's enough for the riser height. If you want to change that, you can click edit type and you can change the height from here, the depth, and the width. So for now, we're gonna leave it like that. And let's add in our stairs. So we're gonna zoom in a little bit and then create our stairs like so. So I'm gonna leave it at 4 here, move it a little bit like that to create its. So let's press escape and let's go around this. So like that. Now, as you can see, it's much better, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click finish. It's easier to move the stairs if it's finished like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it like that. I'm gonna place it in the corner, and here, as you can see, I don't like this because it's so near to the door. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click this again, edit stairs, and what you can do is click this side and use this arrow and move it like that. And as you can see, one of the stairs here are moved. We could do this as well by just using our arrow key, and because the landing is too big, we could just move it a little bit so that we have a lot of space here. It's not that crowded. So after that, you could change the width of the stairs, but for 1000 millimeters, I think that's enough for this space. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click finish, and we have our stairs right there. What we could also do is we could add something below here, but like indoor garden, so those kind of stuff. So you can design it yourself. As you know, I barely do the interior, so this is enough for me. And then now that this is done, let's add in some windows. Also, I'm gonna add a sliding door here. So first, I'm gonna go to insert, load family, and go to doors. And then here, maybe we have sliding door here. So this one will be good, double sliding. So press open, and you could choose yours here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna press OK, and let's go to doors. And then here I'll be able to choose whatever, but actually it didn't load a lot, so we could go back and just select everything. I'm just gonna select everything, so hold on, click one of this and then hold on shift and then click again like that, and then press OK. It will load again, and now we have a lot of variation here. And then we could just click one and let's add it here. And then here we're just gonna flip it like that, so we could have this sliding like that. You can change the height and the width by choosing this one, so it's easy to change, as you can see. So it depends on you and your design. You can change it whatever you want. Also, let's press escape and then click wall, and then click this drop down and click on curtain wall. We're gonna add a curtain wall window here, and don't worry about that error. It's just saying that it's not showing yet because we need to click modify and then cut geometry, and then here we could cut geometry, and then as you can see those walls disappeared because it already cuts with it. So here I'm just gonna move it a little bit so that it has some space when I add the mullion. And then here I'm gonna add in some extrusion. So maybe we could do that later, or I believe we have time to do that now. So here, click architecture. Let's add in that extrusion that I'm telling you about. So here I'm gonna click this drop down and then click model in place. And then as you all know, always choose generic model for now. You can change that afterwards, but most of the time we use generic model. If you know the category that you want, you could also put that, but for me, um, learned from my professor that he uses all generic models, so we just copied it. So now we could check the work plane that is set. So here it is set on the level 1. So that's perfect because I'm gonna add it from the floor up to the second. So here, if you want to see it further, you can see that this is the plane that we're using. So now you can turn on and off that. If you're in 3D, you will see it like that. So depending on how you set your extrusion, that's where you can extrude the the model that you're gonna do. So let's go back to level 1 and click on extrusion, and then here we're gonna use rectangle. We could set up the materials afterwards, so for now I'm gonna add an extrusion like this, and then I'm gonna select them all by clicking on tab and then selecting it again. So I'm just gonna move it a little bit like that, and I'm gonna add multiple of this, and I'm just gonna simply use copy and then click on multiple, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this as a base and then copy like that so that everything is spaced accordingly. So this is good enough. It's kind of beyond this wall, but that's okay. We could edit that later. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the materials. I'm gonna choose wood. So I'll choose this birch, and then after that, finish. And then we could look at 3D so that we could extrude it further manually. So here I'm just picking up this one or extruding it from the arrow. So like that. You can also use align, so AL, and then align it at the top of this plane and then here. So you know that it's aligned like that. So now everything is good. Now we have this one like that. And I liked it. This is just something that for the outside, but it will have its effect later on. So click finish and we're good. This one, we're gonna just pull it down a little bit like that. And then this one, let's pull it up like that. So depending on your on what you want, but I'm just gonna pull it a little bit. And this is all gonna be when glass window. So that will be good. That will be enough. Also, we could remove this. So only on this side. I don't show the interior anyway, so we could just leave it like that. So everything is good. And then now click on level 1 and we're gonna do something about here later on. Maybe we could create something like this as well. So depending on what we decide later. For now, we could actually move to level 2. Um, so for level 2, what we could do is we could go to level 2 and as you can see there's an underlay. If you don't have the underlay, just click on this to show or to base on. If you click none, there won't be any of those. So it's a good thing that you know how to use underlay so that you can base whatever wall below to the above. And the good thing about it, it's not clickable, but you can align it. You can align the wall using the align command. It will highlight it and it will align itself from there. So next, we're gonna use the same wall, the exterior wall number 1. So here we're gonna click this and then we're gonna click the walls right here. So we're gonna use line. So this will be covered below. So the carport, I want it to be, so from C, I want it to be around 500 below the C grid line. And then let's pull it up. We're just gonna maintain this. So A2 up to here. And then from A2 up to B2 and close it off like that. So for now, let's check this out. We're gonna extend this a little bit, but I want to add in another. We're going to add this part as an terrace. So there will be bedroom here. So the master's bedroom with ensuite and walk-in closet. And then there's gonna be a bedroom here again. And then a bedroom here and a bedroom here. So press escape and click this wall. And what I want you to do is I want you to align it from this wall. So as I said earlier, AL, click on this and then click on this. So as you can see, it aligned there. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 4 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to finish adding some stairs, window, and the sliding door here. We're gonna add more window below on our first floor, but for now, I want to concentrate on the second floor, and we added exterior wall, and we're gonna do it also on here because we will need to add an exterior wall right above here. So what you can do is you can click this wall. So this is exterior wall number 1. So whatever component that you already have on here, you can actually um, use create similar or CS, and once you do, this will be highlighted, or this will be the current command, and here we could add in this and like that. And of course, we're gonna fix it, so we just need to zoom in. We could fix it like this, and then here we could move this one a little bit like so. So I'm just estimating this, and now we need to trim and extend this. So what you have to do is split element SL and then TR, trim and extend, and trim and extend. So we have this part like that. And then after that, we will need to add in our interior wall. And our interior wall, we want it to be aligned from this wall, and we don't want any crooked walls. So now we need to go back to wall. So go back to architecture, click on wall, and look for interior wall. Similar to this. So now I'm gonna add an interior wall, but I'm not going to connect it to this wall. The reason for that is that it's gonna be harder for you to align. So now I just added a wall. I'm gonna press AL, align command, and I'm gonna click on this face of the wall, and then now this face of wall as well. So now I'm gonna press escape, and then I'm gonna drag this down to connect it. So now it's aligned from this wall now. Now I could just move it like that using my mouse, and all the way to this. And then now that we have our interior wall, you can type in CS, and then you could easily add walls now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add wall like that, and we could just move it later on. And then I'm gonna add a wall right here, but don't worry, I'm gonna give you my dimensions, or as you can see, 1400, but we're gonna fix that. So that's not the final yet. So what I'm just adding is walls, and then we're gonna change that afterwards. So this one, we're going to add a wall like that. I'm not gonna put it all the way to this wall because I'm gonna align that to here. And then I'm gonna align or add something like here. I'm not gonna connect it yet. So I'm just moving it like that. And then wall again. So let's add in the same wall again, but this one will be on this side. And then same thing, we're gonna align this. So AL, and then now we can pull this down. And actually I'm gonna align this on this side. It's because I don't want it to be looking like this. So it's just gonna be moved a little, and it will just affect this one, this side. So I just want it to be aligned. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in a wall right here. So same wall, and then CS, and let's add in a wall right here. But for this wall, we're gonna move it down like so. There will be a bedroom here. So let's move this temporary dimension. So this one should be around 3150. Okay, so we have this one 3150, and this one we have this at 39. So we have, and then I'm gonna extend this, and then this one we could extend this one now. So it won't be aligned from the below now. We need to extend this a little bit more because we don't have space to walk to here, because we're gonna add in the washroom around here. So give me a second, I'm gonna give you the dimension. So it's around 2000 from B. So around 2000. Now we could move this one here, and this one we could align it now. AL, align this one here, and then now we could connect it. So I'm gonna turn on off underlay so that you could see it better. So now we could close this off, and then this one we could have it this here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align it from this wall, and that's more than enough space for a walkway. So now the same wall, so CS, that's going to add it like that. Or what we could do is we could move this one all the way down instead. So it's easier for us. Everything is aligned. So now, as you can see, we have 3150 here and around 45. around 45 here. And then now we're gonna add in interior wall again, and let's add in the closet. So I'm gonna add the closet right here, and I wanna add the closet right here as well. Here, type in TR, click this one and here, so that we can have the closet. The closet around 700 will be enough. 700, 800. I think 600 is good. Yeah, 600. It's too much. And then once we add doors, it will make sense. So I'm gonna add the door right here, a door right here. I'm gonna add the door right here. I'm planning to insert another door. Residential. Let's look for another door. Maybe this one will be good. So click that one and then hold on shift and click again. We're going to add this. So this door will be a lot nicer. So I'm just erasing everything and then I'm gonna add this door. Okay, so this door will be nicer. And we could have it right here. And then we could add a door here as well. So I want the door facing here, like that. Also, we're gonna add the door here. And we still haven't added a wall here, so let's add the wall. So CS, add the wall here for the washroom, and we could change this depending on, so for now around 2000, and let's change it after we added the shower and the vanity and toilet. And this will be our walk-in closet. We could actually move this more or only this side so that we could extend or add more of this walk-in closet here. So depends. So here I'm just gonna add the same door like so. And then here this will be a balcony. So I'm gonna click on this exterior wall and I'm going to type in CS again. So CS, and I'm gonna add this wall right here. So around 1000 will be enough. This will be deleted like that, and we're just gonna align this like that. So everything is looking good. If you click this one, we could add in the wall opening, but that's for later. What we could do is we could add in um, the toilets. So we could do that first. So I'm gonna add the toilet right here. And here we're gonna extend this one. This is too small. Around 1400 would be enough. And I want to double check. Yeah, more than enough. We could move this one like that all the way here. And then align this to this wall. Okay, so now it's much better. And then let's keep on adding. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna insert instead of tub. What we could do is we could add in a shower. So maybe we could just check some of this. So this one will be good. I'm gonna use this. Before that, we're gonna add it here. Move this a little bit. And then let's add in the sink. So that's perfect. And then we could do that here, same thing. So now we have this CS. We have the shower here. And then let's add in this one, CS again. Toilet. What I can do is flip this. And then we could move this one right here. And we're gonna move this one. So let's delete this for now. And move it all the way here, or we could just trim this one there. And we could add in the wall right here. So now we could move this one more. I want a double sink here, or maybe one is enough. That's too much. So here, CS, and then let's move this one like so. So now this will be around 2600. This is 1400 by 2400 as well. This one is 2600. You can move it a little bit more. Okay. And then now we could add in a wall here. And what I can do is I could add in this, but I will move it on the other side. So now that will be like that. And then we could click this one and click wall opening. And you just need to click here and another click. After that, we could just move this one to extend this or to enlarge it. Okay. And then here we need to use annotate detailed line and use the line, and we're just gonna add this. So that will represent the walk-in closet area here. In this one, we're gonna add demolish line to represent the rod. Something like that. And then we're gonna add in here as well. So I'm gonna put the rod like that as well. And then CS here around 600, and then close it off. And then we just need to extend this now. And let's add in sliding here. So let's go to insert, load family, and let's go to doors again. And then residential. And let's look for some, not the pocket door, double sliding. And here, select that one and hold shift and select this one at the bottom and then press OK. Go back to architecture and click on door, and we have this. Now we could add it here, here, and then here. You can even make this one bigger by selecting his, and you could change it here. So from the height and from the width, you can change it. So here, I've changed it like that. Okay. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 5 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in some closet, interior walls, and the washroom, and this walk-in closet. So now we're gonna continue working on this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to insert, load family, and let's add in more furniture specifically for the beds. So I'm gonna add this bed, and then here go back to architecture and then click component and go to the drop down and choose queen instead. So I'm gonna add the queen right here. Click on spacebar and add one here as well. And then we could add one here and then one here. And as you can see, we have this one, and we could add in the same one that we added earlier, which is the nightstand. So let me get that nightstand. So let's go and so it's right here. I'm gonna add it here. And also here. We could add it here as well. And right here. And then we could add it here. And then after that, let's add in this lamp. And before you add it, change it to 650. So add it there. And like that. We can move this one by selecting everything and then nudging it using your arrow key. Now let's look at it at 3D. I just want to see what it looks like now. So it looks nice. And later on, we're gonna create more here by adding in floors and then windows. So go back to level 2. And what we could do is let's click wall and then let's add in the curtain wall. So here I'm gonna create or add curtain wall right here and then right here and then right here. So we are on 260 would be good. 250, 260. And let's place it strategically. We could actually add 3 of them. And then here, let's add in 3 as well. And then, of course, we're going to add the one here, which is um, the door, curtain wall door. So for now, let's click on the wall and let's add it here all the way like so. And don't worry about the error. And then here, let's add in curtain wall. So 260. Let's do 260 on all of them. And then let's use copy command. Make sure multiple is checked. And let's just do it like that. Okay, so now here we're gonna add in like the wall as well, curtain wall all the way, and then here we're going to add a door so that they could um, come here to this area. As you can see, this one is the only one with an access here. This is the master's bedroom. So now let's go further and let's use the cut geometry, which is under modify, and let's cut all of this like that here as well. So you have to click the wall first, and then after you click the wall, it will appear. I'm gonna fix that. Go to level 2. I'm gonna fix this because I want this one to show, so the wall to show, and this one as well. So I'm just making it shown like that. We're going to add in a window here as well. And of course the window should be right here. So let's click this one and put it there in front of that. Um, we cannot add it there. So this will be, so what we could do is we actually can move it on the other side. The reason for that is the positioning of the window. So we could just move it like that and move this one right there. So I'm gonna nudge it now. And here we could add in the window or the curtain wall. And then flip it. And then now go to modify again and cut geometry. So something like that. And let's fix all the height of those. I would like to add a curtain wall here as well. So that when they go up to the stairs, they could have a window here. So that will be nice. And also let's trim this wall. So actually I don't need this wall. And I want to pull this out. So I'm gonna undo it. I'm going to pull this out like that. And here I'm gonna extend it here. So like that. And I'm gonna drop it like that. And then now let's extend this, or let's drag this one going inside. And just having a notch here, it's okay. Obviously, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna unjoin this, and then I'm going to use align tool to align this. So let's do it properly. Okay. I'm going to edit the stairs a little bit, although I'm not gonna show it, but I want to edit. So I'm gonna click this and uncheck riser, apply, and then OK. And I think I want to see it through my camera. It should be in the first floor. So give me a second. I just want to figure this out. Yes, I want it to be like this. And then here we could change this to all glass. We could actually remove this. So if you delete that and edit the stairs, you could actually extend it like that. But let me just undo that and leave it like that. For now, I'll leave it like that. Obviously, we're gonna add in windows here as well, and of course we could add it here and a little bit there, so we could add a lot of that. So let's do that. So I'm in level 1, just to let you know, and I'm just gonna add, obviously there's gonna be a TV here. I'm gonna add maybe 500 here, and then copy that around here, and then let's add in front of here, and on this side and this side. Maybe we could just add it here like that, a small one. No, this will provide more sunlight, so just gonna extend it like that, and then add a small one here. And then after that, let's go modify and cut geometry. Anyway, there's gonna be sunlight coming in here anyway, so we don't need to add it here. We can leave it as all wall. We already have this one here. So we could do this actually from 3D. I kind of like the way that these are all tall glass, but still we need to move it down and move it up, because we're gonna add in some design here. So maybe I don't need this to be extend, so I'm gonna trim this. And I'm gonna add in the extrusion here instead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this one like so, and then so I'm gonna go to south elevation so that I can see if I can change it a little bit like that. I can see the distance as well. So roughly like that will be good. And then type in AL, and then let's copy all the height. I want it to be consistent. Okay. So that's for the top. So now we just need to be consistent on the side as well. So it's a little bit struggle, but just be patient and you could do this as well. Okay. So now it's there. Just need this. So something like that. And we just need to copy it here. I'm gonna copy this one like that. And I noticed that this one needs to be all the way down. The reason for that is once we add the door, so we need that. So we're just gonna leave it down like that, and even here. So now that we have this one right there, might as well add the similar extrusion here on this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to level 1 and move this one around here maybe, and then copy this. So it's gonna be easier. We don't need to create another extrusion. Just gonna put it there, and I'm just gonna extend this one like so. And what might as well add in some um, area here that they could go into. We will have a border around here anyway, so something to do, or maybe not. So actually I'm just gonna pull it down like that. I don't want it to be complicated. So it looks good. So maybe it's like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in, so this one, I haven't pulled it down yet. Of course, we don't need it to be all the way down. So at just eye level would be good. This one will be same thing as here. So AL, align it all together. And of course, I forgot this one as well. This shouldn't be like that. This is the washroom. I just remember. So just eye level. And then here we need to fix. So AL. I want to double check. I think I got everything. Happy with this. I want to press escape. And let's change this door. So you remember we changed the door. And we could add a door like that. Change this one to find so that you will see a door handle. Especially when you're sending it to Twinmotion or exporting it to Twinmotion, always change it to find, or else once you see it in Twinmotion, there will be no doorknob. So just a trick that I noticed. And let's change it here. 600. So now let's add in the floor. So I'm gonna add the floor for the second floor first. So go to architecture, click on floor. We're gonna edit this type and duplicate floor 1, edit type, the thickness, let's change it to 200, and this one, let's pick on white. So everything will be white, so clad white. And then now, let's use rectangle first. I'm gonna pick it from here and then all the way there, but don't worry, we're gonna change it. So here we're gonna change it here as a little bit, and then we could use pick line for this part and remove this. And I want this one to be right here, so I'm gonna pick this line like that. After that, TR, sorry, so SL first, that's split element. So we just got this one. and then TR, and then TR again, TR here, and then TR here. And then obviously we have a big balcony here. So we could just click finish. Don't attach. And let's look at it at 3D. Here you can see this. You can click this top, attach top base, and then click on the wall. So that's a trick that you can do, and it will adjust to the thickness. And obviously we're gonna fix some of the models. Like this wall, we could pull it down. We could pull this down as well. We could use align actually. AL, align to this face. And we could just pull this down like that. No worries. And this one, we'll make sure that this is not overlapping. So let's stop and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 6 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in the beds, added some windows, and then we added the floor, and we're gonna fix that floor. As you can see, there's like gaps here, and here we could just pull this down, as this is an extrusion, so it's easy to pull down. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it down like that, and I'm gonna align it from this. And don't worry about that, we're gonna extend something here so that it's covered. And then here we're going to use align again and align it like that and align it like here as well. We're also gonna align it here. So as you can see, that one's good. For this one, I rather pull this up instead. So align again, AL, and let's align it here like that. Don't worry about those, and I'm going to pull this up like so. And then here we could pull this one up, and let's see what we can work on it. So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align it from the floor. Something like that. And then as you can see, this is showing. So just use the attach top. So let's do that later on. And then this one, let's put it up. And then here we're just gonna add in some decorative stuff. So we're gonna figure that out later on. This one, I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna go to level 2 and I'm gonna extend it here. I'm gonna pick this line and added the line here and then use TR. And let's look at it at 3D. So at least it's like that now. I want to add in the roof. So let's add in the roof. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to architecture and then click on roof. This will be level 2 and let's go to level 2 and we're gonna put it on level 3. And then after that we're gonna edit type, duplicate, and then this will be roof 1 as a name, edit type, this will be 200, and then this one will be clad white as well. After this, let's use pick line and let's pick all the sides. But actually, I need to undo it because I forgot to uncheck the define slope and I want it to be flat. So I'm just gonna click on pick line again and pick this lines. So I'm just putting it the inner side of the wall, and I'm gonna use trim and extend afterwards. So now type in TR, trim this one, also trim this one here. We forgot to add there. So TR, and let's click finish. Click save the project, and then let's look at it. So it looks like that. We just need to base offset to -200 the thickness of this. And then after that, you can see this one. We could just click this one and click the roof. So you can click multiple by holding on shift. So this is just a cleanup. And then click this one and the wall or the roof. After that, you can see it's all flat. Looks good. Um, we're going to add in a railing here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in the curtain wall. I like curtain wall railing. It looks nicer and clean. So here I'm just gonna move it inwards, and I'm gonna use I'm gonna move it like that, like this, and I'm gonna move it there. Maybe we could use a line here, or we cannot actually. So let's look at it at 3D, and then now we just need to pull it down like that. And then we could align or copy the height. We could change this one later on. I want this one to be moved because I'm gonna add in an extrusion right here. So you will need to drag it all the way there. It's because like earlier when I did it, it moved the whole thing. It's because you consider this as a wall, and when you move a wall, it will move everything. Okay, so I'm gonna add in an extrusion here, and then after that, I'm gonna add in a glass railing as well. So actually, we could just add the glass railing first, and then on top of that, the extrusion. So we could do that as well. So I have it like that, and then here as well. And I could just extend it like so. And then if we look at it, I'm gonna copy the height of this, and we could just change it later on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it a little bit upwards for the bottom so that we have space for a little bit more. And we're gonna add an extrusion. So Let's go click model in place, generic model, go to level 2, set our, let's show it. So this is on level 2, so that's perfect. And then I'm gonna add in extrusion like that. I'm gonna go from here and I'm gonna extend it a little bit like that. So this one is around 300 will be good. I'm gonna highlight everything by using tab, something like that. And we could do it like this as well. We can also do this as a, by the way, we could do this as a sweep. So just to let you know, we have a lot um, of ways to do this. So now I just want to see. So go to 3D and there you go. Looks good. Click finish and we could check the materials. I don't want birch, I want clad white. You know what? Let's leave birch so that we have changes in materials here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna align this like that. So it looks good. So here we could just align this. So AL and like that. Click finish or click save. So let's stop here and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 7 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to create the floor and the roof, and we added the balconies and of course this one. Um, Here we're gonna continue working on this, um, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to level 2. I'm planning to move this a little bit on this side and also this one. So by doing this, we could add in a different materials for this side. And also this one, we need to fix it like that. So I'm happy with this. Now let's go to south elevation and we're gonna create our extrusion here and click component, architecture component and model in place. Generic model. This will be our model 4 and click on set. We're gonna pick a plane. We're gonna pick this plane or this wall by using our tab we want to see or we want to select the wall. Okay, now that I select that wall, we can now click our extrusion and we're gonna change this to a different material, and let's use concrete for now, or let's use this one, damp proofing. And then after that, we could create our extrusion by clicking on rectangle, and let's create our design like this. So what I'm gonna do is going to make this maybe 200. Let's make this consistent. And then here, let's double check that this is 200 as well. And then let's add this one for 200. After that, let's clean up. So trim, so TR, TR, TR here, and TR there. And then after that, select this one and delete. Back and delete. Let's click finish. And I want to see that first. I want to see the extrusion that we created. And the issue that I have is we have a different levels here, or what we call extrusion here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this one on this level, and the other one to this level. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go back to south elevation and I'm gonna move this one only here. So might as well change this to this. And I want it to be exactly on the face, like that. I might edit the floor here. It's because it's creating those flashing light. It's because it's overlapping. So I'm just gonna edit that later. I'm gonna move it like that. And we will need to create a void. So we could go to level 2 and create, and then void form, and then void extrusion. So now we need to void this. So what we could do is we could do this, and then click finish, and let's look at it at 3D. We need to see that and then expand it like that. So now it looks nice. I'm just editing the angle. And then click finish. And that is the angle for this extrusion. I know this is overlapping, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna change this. So I'm gonna select the floor, edit boundary, and go to level 2 so that we could see it properly. Delete this, delete this, and I'm gonna use this pick line so that we can pick this line and this line, and delete this. And then now we could use trim and extend, and trim and extend here. And also here. We can move this one from the inside and delete this line. Click finish and then don't attach. Let's look at it at 3D, and that's how it's go. I want to extend it a little bit. So I'm going to extend it here. So I'm going to use AL and click finish. Much better. And then this one, we could actually delete this and just extend this one. It looks cleaner like that. And let's do it on the other side. So go to level 2, or sorry, let's go to south elevation and create the same thing here on the other side. So here, let's add a model in place again, and this will be generic model again. Click extrusion, pick a plane. We're going to select this wall. This is selected. Click on rectangle and make sure this is 200, 200, and then 200. And then now we could just fix it. This one's 200, and then TR to trim and extend, trim and extend, trim and extend, trim and extend. And then after that, select this corner, and delete. Click finish, go to 3D, extend this one, and then we're gonna cut it using create void extrusion. Let's set this one to level 2, set this one, pick a plane. I'm gonna pick this plane, click on tab, and then click on, we have the void already, so we could click it like that. Depending on the corner that you want or the angle, click finish, go to 3D to see it, and then just extend it upwards and then downwards just to make sure. Click finish and it will look like this. For this face, I want it to be changed. So we could use paint, and then this paint, I'm gonna use oak flooring. So I know that I could change this face. So that will look like that. Let's maybe add in some highlights here. And we could pull this one down more. So something like that. So I'm just gonna use that. Oops. So I'm gonna go back to hidden line so that I could see it better. Okay, that's good. And maybe we could add in some extrusion. Or we could change this face, the one that is here. But it's actually the whole thing, so and actually I want this one to be all the way up. And we haven't added the mullions yet. So we could add the mullions now. So here we could change this face or this paint. I'm gonna use sash and I'm gonna change this face. So I use paint for that. And now once we see, this one is changed as well. So the color change. It's just a quick way of changing. And maybe we could paint this one, this side as well. So I'm gonna click on sash like that. Okay. Might as well change the sides. And then I forgot what I put here, but I should have done it the same way here. But we'll see. So here I'm gonna use curtain grid, and I'm gonna add a curtain grid like that. So 700 at the top, and I'm gonna add it in the middle like that. This one will be good, whole thing, except for this. I'm gonna add in 800 here, and then probably 800 as well here. I'm gonna change it. And let's create a one segment, 700, and we're gonna use align later on. So I'm gonna use align for this, but for this one we need to change the height, 700 below, and then AL to align it all together. After that, click on mullion, all grid, and then let's change it to 50 by 65. This one, let's pull this down, and let's pull this up. This will be mullion added. Add mullion there. We're gonna create the same thing as well here. And then let's create this one as well. $700 and $800 here. And then let's add in the mullion. So that's good. We could add in mullion right here. And then here as well. We're just gonna extend this. Couldn't see this properly, so I'm just gonna delete it for now. I need to see the connection. And then now we could go back and add mullion. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna move this backward like that and connect it like that and add the mullion now. Okay, and then let's extend this. Okay, that's good enough. And let's insert another door. This will be the door for the curtain wall. So curtain wall single glass. That's good enough. What you do is you hover with the curtain wall. Once you have that, click on tab and it will highlight different kinds of panel here. So as you can see, it scrolls to all of them. And then now you just need to change it like that from the bottom. So now we just need to change the orientation for this. And I want it from like that. Same idea, let's do it on the other side. So here, just hover, click tab. If you don't see it, just click on tabbing. There, click it, and then click on drop down. And then you have it. You will need to go to the floor plan so that you could change the orientation. I'm gonna change the orientation to this and to that. So it looks like I did it all, but what I can do is I could change or add the floor. So go to architecture and let's click hidden line and then level 1 and click on floor. Let's add in the floor here. So I'm gonna edit type, duplicate, floor number 2. Let's leave it at 200 and let's change this to something stone. Let's use limestone. Apply, okay, okay, and then okay. And then now let's click on pick line and let's go around the perimeter. Okay, so now we need to trim this part and then we have everything like that and then click finish. Now we have our floor. Now we need to create our perimeter. So let's stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 8 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add extrusion and void on this, and we also added this curtain wall door and the mullions. And we're gonna continue working on the floors. As you know, we have different kinds of floors. Um, I already created the one from the inside, and then now I'm gonna create the one for the outside. So let's go to level 1, and here let's add in another floor. I'm gonna edit this type and duplicate. This will be floor number 3, edit type. Let's change this to, I'm gonna put grass. So let's pull this grass up and then press OK. So this one didn't change, so grass again. Pull this up, so now it's there. Click apply, OK, and then OK. And then now we could add in the grass. So here I'm gonna add in the grass right there. And then for now, let's add the grass on this side as well. And then this side. So this one, maybe I could just stick it with that. And then we're gonna, we could change it later on. So now this will be the grass area that I'm thinking of. And then here, of course, this will be concrete. And we're gonna design something here. So let's go back to architecture and then click on floor. And then this will be edit type, duplicate. This will be concrete now. So let's type in concrete and then cast in place, and we could use this for now. And let's add this one right here. And then maybe we could just extend it now. And we're gonna keep on changing this, especially for the grass. So actually I'm gonna change this or edit this, and I'm gonna extend it now onto this spot. So what I'm gonna use is pick line, so it's easier to just pick the area that I want to delete, and trim and extend. And then here I could just add a line and then DR again to trim and extend. We can actually just do this, trim and extend here, and then trim and extend there. So now we could just delete all of this. This will be all grass. And then maybe I could add this one as stone. Yes, I could do that. I will do that instead. So now I'm going to save this. And maybe I could move this one inner like that. This will be a stone. And then I'm going to add stone here as well. Oops, I made a mistake. And then here, I'm going to edit this boundary. I'm going to put it here. Something like that. And then trim and extend. Delete this. Oh, sorry. Not yet. So we're going to delete it here by trimming it and extending this. So now we have our concrete here. Or we could move this one. We will have a different, what do you call this, materials for this. So another floor, edit type, duplicate. This will be floor 5 now. This will be a different type of concrete, maybe a precast. And then we're gonna do it like this. Click finish. And then here we're actually gonna extend now this grass. We're also gonna add in a wall. So we're gonna add a wall here. So wall, we need a generic wall. Edit type, duplicate. Border. Edit type. So for now, let's use plastic. And let's change the thickness to 200. And then we're gonna change the height. So it's not up to 200, up to level 2. So for now, let's add it like this. And then now I'm gonna align this. Or I could move this first and then align. AL, then move this one and then align. I'm gonna trim and extend this TR. Obviously, I'm gonna put concrete here, but actually I could just extend this. I'm gonna extend this all the way here. Same goes to here. And then let's put in concrete. The same concrete that we added here. I'm gonna edit that, and then I'm gonna add it here. And then I'm gonna create a pathway. So here, I'm gonna change this boundary. So this will be 500 by 700. And then I'm just gonna add it like that. Click tab and click it again so that you can click everything all together. And let's add it around 700, 700, 700, 700 here. Something like that. But here we're gonna change it a little bit and mix them all together, or both of this. And then here we're gonna copy this again, something like that, and then copy this again, and then rotate this, and then move this, and then click it again. Let's add one here as well, or on this. Okay, and then here, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna delete this, and then I'm just gonna extend this one a little bit, like that, and align this one all the way there. Just gonna copy one more. Maybe I could just rotate this at an angle. And then here there will be an error warning, but you need to edit the one for um this one, the grass. So you just need to click on this so that it will go around. I know it's a lot of work, but that's how you do it. This one, I'm just gonna extend this one. Like that. And for this, we could just go around it. SL and then TR. And then we need to do it here as well. I'm gonna copy this. Okay. So now let's click finish. And I just forgot one. And then click finish. Now let's see it on 3D. So it looks good. Maybe we could just extend this more a little bit. I feel like it will be cramped. So let's just extend this. So edit boundary. And I'm gonna extend this a little bit like that. And then this one as well. AL. And then here we could just extend it using that command. Now we need to lower this down. So I'm just gonna lower it something like this will be good. So this is around top level negative. Let's put negative 1200. Then after that, we could just align this AL. Click on the top, like that. And then we're gonna add in some trees at the side. So now let's look at it in a camera view. So this will where I'm gonna put the camera all the way there. So it will look like this. So there will be a car here. This will be your path. So it looks good. This will be grass. And for the next video, we're going to go to Twinmotion and render it from there. I'm planning to change this materials right here. So I want this one to be changed. So I'm gonna use paint again. And let's use plywood for now, or something different. Let's use this. If and I'm gonna click this. So I want to change this materials from the rest as well. So for our next video, we're gonna send this one to Twinmotion. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 9 of this house build. Let's get started. So before I send it to Twinmotion, what I want to do is I want to delete all the furniture that I use for this. It's because I want to use blocks that I imported from Twinmotion or some Twinmotion stuff. So you could do this, or you could use Twinmotion components. But for me, I'm just gonna delete it, as I'm not gonna show any of this inside anyway. So I'm just deleting the beds, and make sure you don't delete anything else. You can also leave it like that, but for me, I like the blocks from SketchUp and Twinmotion. So usually that's what I use. So it really depends on you if you want to. So now that everything is deleted, you will need to go back to 3D, and then after that, if you have the Twinmotion plugin, just simply click this, or if you don't, you will need to export this and then save it as a FBX file. So I'm gonna click this now, and you have to wait for Twinmotion to open. Usually it will link this, and then I'm gonna click new project and then OK, and then look for your model and use WASD, and here you can change the speed from 1 to 4. So depending on how fast that you want, you can click number 2 for now. I think that's the perfect speed. And then if it's far away, make sure to use 4. And then now, as you can see, we have this. And first things first, what I'm gonna do is Usually I set the weather, or sometimes I set the location, and then I usually change the sun location, or this north offset, and then I change the months. So I like July, and then we can move this to North America. So I'm from Toronto, so I usually put it in Toronto. So around here is Toronto. I might use August instead, and depending on the location of the sun, and then time of day, I want to change it something like this. We can set it like that for now, and then let's change it after we change all the materials. So as you can see, we have different materials right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here and use Twinmotion materials first. I want to set this material as wood. So let's look for wood. So I'm setting this maple, and I want to make it darker a little bit. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna scale it up a little bit as well. I'm gonna leave this as white, and then here I believe I changed this color, so we could change this to something different as well. This one is also wood. I kind of like the Quixel Mega Scan. So here I'm gonna sign in. Once you sign in, it's basically instant. So you just need to sign in once, and then it will recognize you and all the sign in password and log in. So here I'm gonna choose blank. I want to choose this. I've used this before and I kind of like it. And I'm gonna make this lighter if I'm able to. But this is already dark. I want it to be lighter, so maybe the reflectiveness. This is already maxed there, so let's look for something different. But I'm sure I want it blank as well. Yeah, that's the only one that I like. Oh well, we could change that later on. But for now, I want to choose that. And then now, some I want to see some paint, or no, I want to see some stone. Let's look for stone, and I want to use this, or maybe this one. So depending on, we could scale this up a little bit, and reflectiveness. So we have wood here, and then here, this is an extrusion. We could change this one as well. Let me see if this one is Yeah, so I want this to be white. And for this mullion, I think I want it to be kind of grayish. So let's look for different materials that we could use. So for this one, I want to see, maybe I could just use something like this. And then let's change to a little bit grayish color. And this one, I want this one to be concrete. So let's look for concrete. So painted concrete. I want to use this for this one. Okay. And this one as well. And then here we could change this to something like this, or concrete block. Let me see that. This one looks nice as well. So we could change this. So let's try this first. Oh, this one's nice as well. We could actually use that for this, but for now, yeah, this one's nice. So now we could, I know this one is aluminum, and maybe we could just make this one a little bit grayish, like that. So not black. I'm so used to using black. And then now I'm gonna use two-sided for the uh this one for the glass. And then for the door we could change this one. This one's cherry colored. So now we're gonna change this to a wood. Maybe we could just use a veneer wood, ash, or we could just change this. Yeah, kind of dark, but nice. I'm gonna pick this, and this one's aluminum. I'm gonna leave it like that. That one looks nice as well. I know we don't have here anything here, but we could just add in something quickly. Like you could go to object, home, and then living room. And then here you can see that there's like this one that you could pick, that it's already staged. So it's quickly, you can at least showcase what's inside of the house. So maybe I'll just leave it like that, even though you're not gonna be, it won't be visible. I'm gonna put in curtains on some of this, so, and mostly I'm gonna focus on the exterior, like anything else that I do. So I feel like something is missing here. Maybe I could put in a lighter wood in between. Um, and then again, we need to go back to Revit to do that. Just an extrusion on, or maybe I could split this and paint it differently so we could see different colors. But maybe that's too much change on this. So now this one should be lighter because of the contrast. Maybe I could just make this lighter, but this is already light. Anyway, um, we have the concrete right here. This is concrete precast. Let's change this for now. Go to materials and then ground. There's some man-made concrete right here. We could use this instead, or a lighter one. I'm gonna use this one here, and then scale it up like that. And then here, let's see a lighter. Oh, this is not light. Concrete road. Yeah, this one's okay. Scale it up a little bit. And then now we need to add in some grass. But before we do that, you will need to save. So I save this, and then now click on this. So the grass part, and then this will be the floor 3. We will need to isolate this. So once you isolate, as you can see, we have only the grass portion of the floor. Go back, click on, so it froze a little bit, so give me a second. So now just click this, context, vegetation paint, and after that, go to grass. I like this grass, so I'll use this. And then after that, you can choose your diameter. I'll just use 3.3, and then I'm gonna click this. But before that, I'm gonna click the long grass number 3, and so that I could increase the density. After that, you will need to click this back so that this will be grayed out and you could um, start painting, and you can change the diameter again. Oh, sorry, this one is not the one that I want. So I'm gonna undo it. I'm gonna use the other one. I think it's number 2 or 1. So I'm gonna try this one. Density 35. Click it back and then click vegetation. Yeah, this one. Oh, so here I just want to add, and let's see how it looks like. So now click this back, press escape, click the floor again, and right click on this, and then turn off ISO. Oh, some of the part I didn't do, and it's too big, so I'm just gonna undo it. I'm gonna change this. I don't feel like this is the right for this area. I think let's try the lawn, and then click on this, density 35 or higher. Click this back. Maybe this is too small, but I think this is perfect now. Just a lawn. But I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna add more. Especially on this one because this is where we're gonna see it, or where I'm gonna set up the view. But still we need to add it. I'm gonna increase this so that okay, so once you're done, press escape, and I wanna look at, so there's still some patches. I wanna fix that. Okay, so let me see it again. Click on the floor and then take off isolate. And then here we just need to Click on the grass and we could click on erase, and we could just clean up a little bit on the side, but not too much because you don't want to erase something. So you can even type here 1. Uh, Okay, so 1. So it's just the computer is so loud right now because of the grass, but that's how you do it. So it's still too small that it doesn't really get summit. Once I do, it takes off a chunk. So I'm gonna undo that. So it's really like that now. I know it's just over. And then it goes over some of the walkway here. So what I can do is I could go to so I could just clean it up later on. But now that we have the grass, what you could do is you could add in some side or Quixel Megascan 3D assets, like especially the street walk, and then we could add in some curb, especially here we could add in the curb. I usually use this, and I could put it on the side here. So to add more, it gives more realism and change of um, materials. So here I'm just gonna add it here, and then after that I could pull this up a little, or even I could scale this. So use your tab and then scale it up like that. After that, click on tab again and go to this corner and then hold on shift, and then now we could add more. So this one is around 0.9 or 0.8, and then let's put in maybe 12 of this. and then hold on shift so that we could select that. And I'm planning to extend this more because of um, the height of the building or the house. So I want it around here. So we could go back to Revit so that I could show that to you. And then now, because all of this still selected, I'm gonna hold on shift and I'm gonna put it on the other side like that. And then here, as you can see, I need to move it a little bit more. So don't press escape yet. And then I'm sure here I need to delete something for the walkway. So I'm gonna delete this and that will be good. So now let's quickly go back to Revit and then let's extend this quickly. So I'm here at level 1 and then edit boundary, and then we just need to extend this around 6,000 will be good, and then align AL, align this, and then click finish, use align, click this, and then click this. So that's the wall. And then now we need to edit this boundary, and then AL again, we need to click this and then this. So quickly you can change this. After that, escape. After that, I want to put something here, maybe later on. Make sure when you're sending this back again, that you're in 3D mode or 3D view, and then see in Twinmotion again. And then as you can see, it extended. So I could basically do this part. I might delete this area. So we don't need this later on. So I'm gonna save this. So I'm gonna replace this. So just a quick note, as you can see, it deleted the grass that we added. It's because I forgot to save it first before I went to Revit again and to do some changes. So you just need to keep on saving it. Make sure to keep on saving it so that you don't lose anything. And then here, maybe we could just extend this one. So I'm gonna use this and extend maybe 2. Hold on shift. I remember we put 0.8 and then add 2 more. And that will be good enough. So here, I'm gonna change this blank. And then here, let's change the orientation. So I'm gonna use the material picker, and we could go to scale and then rotate it 90. You can type it here, and then now we're good with this. Something like that. I want to change this, although I like this, but I want to change this to concrete the one that I used before in Twinmotion. So I always use this, so I like this one. So it's not overpowering, but I'll probably gonna use that materials in the future. So I'm gonna use this and make this one grayish more. And then for here, maybe stone. If you notice, this is my favorite stone. So maybe we could use this instead. So now it's good. I want to change this now because of this one's darker. Something brownish, so maybe this one will be good. So let's go back to the Quixel Megascan surface and then stone. Maybe this one. This one's good, although it's light, but this one's good. This one's perfect. Verde Olivo Granite. Let me see if I could change this color. No, go back to the grayish one. I think that's perfect. So I'm gonna save this, and I want to change the or do a paint on this one so that I could use the same one here. I don't want that there's white on the inner frame of this wall. So I'm just saving it now, and then let's go back to Twinmotion. Oh, sorry, Revit, and then here go to modify and then click on paint. We're just gonna assign very random. So even the earth we could use. So this textile, I'm gonna use this textile, and then so even though I use this, even though I click the face, don't worry about it because it will be the same one after we've done here. Okay, so now I want to make sure that it's saved and then close this and send it back to Twinmotion. And then now we could just use this picker, material picker, and change this now there. But because of that, we can see that this is different. So I'm gonna go back to here and change this altogether so that everything will be on the same scale. So go to modify and the text style again so that this face will be all the same. And then go back and see in Twinmotion. So now we just need to drop this and everything is in the same scale, and you can change the scaling for that. And then now from the inside will be the same, but here it's all white, so that's good because it's better to have a whiter inside than than this. So that's good. And then here I have some user library, and I could add in some spotlight. No, not the street decal. We have lights, and then so this one pot light. We can add pot lights here. We just need to rotate this 180 degrees, and then now it's there. Okay, so now it's in the right. I'm gonna start here so that I could put it there, and then hold on shift. I'm gonna add 3 here, and then so I'm gonna put 2 so that we could have 3 on this spot. But actually I'm gonna move this one a little bit more. So I'm gonna use this because this is the last one that was created. So now we can move it all together. Don't just click it there because it will be, you will be selecting not everything. So I'm gonna undo this, hold on shift. I'm gonna add one here and maybe one more. I think that's good enough. There will be 2 there. And I noticed something. I'm gonna use this and the mullion right here. Oh, so I forgot to add the mullion there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. So save this again. So I just noticed that there's no mullion here. So we just need to go back to Revit and then click architecture, mullion, all lines, all grid lines, and then after that zoom out or rotate, and then we could add it here. And then after that, make sure that the saving part is done. So that's done. Now we could send it, and as you can see, it recognizes it. And then now let's add in more pot light. I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3. So depending on the way you added it, so we could add it at the top. So I'm gonna use this. Click this and this one. So use your shift, and then let's add it at the top here. So it's the same one anyway. So I'm gonna hold shift and pull it up like that. Pull it out more. Okay, so that's good. And then now the trick is going on the other side. So I'm gonna hold shift again and move it on the other side, but I want to make sure that I won't press escape yet, because once you press escape, it will be harder for you to, or it's not hard, but you will need to keep on um, selecting it again. So I'm just gonna put it there a little bit from the inside, because this is a crooked design. But what I'm gonna do is, this one's perfect on that location, but now the one at the right side will be added, or will be moved. So I'm gonna move this one on this side a little bit and move it backward. So now, because of that, I will use this as my guide now. And of course, I want everything to be lined. But before that, I want to double check the height, and so the height is not good. I'll double check this. So this one will be just a little bit. So that's good. This one, now I need to add, hold shift, maybe in the center here, and then right here. Or I could add two of here so that it looks nicer in between here. And then now I just need to select and then hold shift before I pull it down. And then now this one, I need to put it in the middle, like that. Then I want to put spotlights here as well. So I'm gonna hold shift and add spotlights right here. Might as well add more. This one and this one. And then this one, I'm gonna move it a little bit here. And then I'm gonna add one more. So I'm selecting this and I'm gonna add one more so that I could have something here. So when it bounces, it's nicer. So this is the view that I want to capture. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some plants, trees on this. So here I'm gonna click the trees and maybe I could use the palm. I believe it's under here. So this one will be good and king palm. I'll use the king palm instead. So mostly I will add it on this one. And then here we could add in some bushes and some flowers so that we could design this. So here I'm gonna start probably here and then hold shift and then keep on adding. Maybe this spacing will be good. So maybe I'm gonna press in 4. After that, I'm gonna select this as well, holding shift. Sorry, holding control. Supposed to be control. And then hold shift again and put it on the other side. So for now, think I put it too much, so I'm gonna add it or move it backwards like this. I want to make sure that I have a good view like this. And then maybe we could add in a different tree at the back or on this side so that, oh, let's add in just the same one, but we're gonna space it out because that view we need it. So something like that. This one's perfect because it's just showing the side of there. But this one I want it to be more. Um, and then I'm gonna go back to here, the settings, and then for location and then the background, I want it to be none. So it will look like this. And then the view will be there. I'm gonna add in some plants here. So maybe a smaller one. We can always scale it, but I want it to be smaller. Or maybe some flowers only. And I actually forgot to add in something here. So I might use grass So I'm gonna save this. Yeah, I'm gonna use grass and I'm gonna delete this part as well. So now that this one's saving, I could go back to Revit, and then here I can zoom in and click on this. I'm gonna edit this type or edit boundary and make sure you're in level 1 so that you can see it better. So I'm gonna delete this and then use this back line like that, or delete that and use trim and just extend this and this one. Now in this part I'm going to delete this. No, actually no, I'm gonna leave it like this. One is the one that I'm gonna delete. And here I'm gonna extend it using the arrow key. And then after that, click finish, save, and go back to, no, we're not yet done. Actually, we need now to change this. Edit boundary. I'm gonna delete this portion. The reason for that, I'm gonna change this one. So I'm gonna delete this. And then now I'm going to align this. So click finish. And then now I'm gonna select, or I'm gonna duplicate this, but changing a different material. I'm gonna use copper. I don't know if I used some of them already, so here I'm just going to add, so floor, and then use rectangle. Click finish. So now that's done. We can now change this to height offset. We can change this to maybe 50, because once we add um, the grass, this won't disappear, so it's still visible from our view. So now that this is done, save this first before you send it. So Twinmotion, make sure that this is saved, and then now everything is good. Now we just need to change this to a different concrete material. So material, concrete, or we can go to ground, man-made, concrete number 2. So something like that. So we have this one, and then we have the other one. This one's asphalt now, so this one's concrete number 2. So now, couple of things that I want to add is have some libraries. So exterior light number 3, I'm gonna add it right here. I don't know where I put it, so I'm gonna zoom in. So it needs to be like this. I could just delete this one. and select this one like that. So this one is 90 degrees only. And move it like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna pull it down a little. And then the reason I'm gonna add this so that I could add in some lights. So this one is around 2.5. And then let's add in all the way there. So I'm just estimating it so to be around 8 maybe. Is that enough? Yeah, 8 will be enough. But it's too much actually, but we can move this one down. So let's add this one by using control. I'm gonna add it around 5. I think too much. So 5 meters. And then let's make this one 5. Yeah, that's good enough. And then let's add this by holding control and hold on shift and then add it on the other side. But before we do that again, we need to rotate it 180. And then after that, hold on there and like that. So before you press escape, make sure that this is connected to the wall. So as you can see, there's like a bounce there of shadow. So that's important. So press escape. We can add one here as well. So let's just add one. So now we can add it here. And then go back and select it so that you can see the angle. Or for this one, let's delete this and I'm gonna use my exterior light number. So this is exterior light and I want to double check how this is. So it needs to be 180 degree and I'm gonna put it like that. And gently add it back here. Okay. feel like something missing here. Maybe I could extend something like an extrusion, because yeah, I could add in an extrusion like this, an L-shaped extrusion right here, similar to this, and I could put in that would be nice, I think. So something like that will be good. But before I do that, that will be easy, by the way. You just need extrusion, and then what you do is you just set the plane here, and then go to, I believe this is west or east from Revit, and then create an L shape or a 90 degree and something like this, 90 degree, and that will be good. So because we already extended so much, so I'll just do that on offline. And as you know, I'm gonna add the grass as well. And here we could add a car. So object, forgot where it is. So here, vehicle, cars, and let's add in this car. So we could add it on the carport. And in terms of light, I'm just gonna show you. Uh, so what I'm planning to do is I'm gonna create, or I'm gonna go to lights, and I'm gonna use this spotlight, something like that. So I'm gonna add it on all of them, and then the intensity I'm gonna lower it down, not too much, so around maybe 50. So 50 lumen, or so I'll be doing that on all of this. So I'm not gonna bore you with those. Even probably here, I'm gonna add in a spotlight, or maybe something here. So make sure that this is all on the same. So this will be the time consuming part, adding this one, especially on the right position. So I'm just gonna show you that, and then make sure that to put it around 50 will be good, I believe, or me even less on that. So the effect will be good. I'm gonna set the time to be around like this, maybe a little bit dark. something like this. And also go back to setting, camera, visual effect, color gradient. This one, you will need to play around. So blue light. So blue light is really nice. So as you can see, and then you will need to play around with contrast saturation and even the lights. Of course, always turn on parallelism. So that's very important. And then here I'm just gonna add in probably some flowers and I'm gonna put some light on that. So especially here we have lights. So I want it to be focused on that and then here as well. So that will be nice on this area. Of course, this light, I'm gonna put something there. Maybe not a spotlight, but something small, something here like a beam. So that's how I'm gonna do this rendering, and then I'll see you on the next video or series. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.